Joyce! What should I do? Will's... What happened to him? This can't be real. It must be a nightmare. He'd never do something like this. Calm down, Nikki. Did something happen to him? Tell me exactly what's going on. When I woke up this morning, there was a goodbye note from him on the table. A goodbye note? From Will? It said, "I'm exhausted. I'm going to a place where no one can find me. I've already quit my job. I'll cancel my phone before I go. Adios, Nikki." Adios? What? Is this some kind of joke? That's what I thought too, so I called his office. They told me he resigned 2 days ago. No way. He never mentioned quitting his job to me. I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? We need to find him right away. Calm down. We should probably contact the police first, don't you think? What should I tell them? That I found this note? Yeah, maybe they can start a search or something, but... What? The thing is, the police don't always take cases of missing persons seriously right away. Especially with adults. They often assume it's voluntary and don't act quickly. A friend of mine went through something similar when her husband suddenly disappeared. Really? What happened? She went to the police immediately. But at first, they told her to wait a little longer and didn't do much. That's so worrying. Yeah, but a few days later, they found him safe and sound. It turned out he just ran away from home. She was lucky then, but this feels different, doesn't it? Yeah, if his letter is real, it doesn't seem like just a case of running away. I didn't know the police wouldn't act quickly. In most cases, unless there's clear evidence of foul play, they hesitate to start a full-scale search. Especially if they think the person left voluntarily. But what if he doesn't come back? I'm so confused. And Finn's only 1 year old. How could he just leave us like this? Have you tried contacting him? I've called him countless times, but he doesn't answer, and my messages are unread. I see. He always keeps his phone with him, right? Yeah, he usually notices calls right away because of work. That makes this even more suspicious. Yeah, but if the call is going through... Right. If it still is, that means he hasn't canceled his phone yet, and it's proof he's still alive. Do you think so? Yeah. If he was truly planning to end his life, he would have cut off all means of contact before canceling his phone. So there's no chance he's reconsidering. That's all we can hope for right now. Let's try to stay calm and think this through. Did he show any signs? Was he feeling down recently? No. Even last night, he came home from work, had a beer, and laughed while watching TV. Are you sure that was normal? Nothing seemed off? It was just like usual. He took his favorite beer from the fridge, sat on the couch saying, "Nothing beats a cold one after work," and cracked up at some dumb joke on a comedy show. Did he say anything special or act strangely? No. After dinner, we just chatted while snacking like usual. Then he took a shower and went to bed early as he always does. But by then, he had already quit his job, right? Yeah, he seemed fine, But maybe he was suffering inside? He didn't look like it, though. How was he with you and Finn? He's never been the type to actively take care of Finn, you know? He was pretty distant. Even when I told him to spend some time with him, he just snapped, "Quit nagging," or something like that. It's been like that for a while now. Do you think he has some kind of problem he couldn't talk about, even with you? Though I don't think he's really that type. He's more of an optimist. Exactly. Even last year when there was trouble with a big project at work, he wasn't stressed at all. Oh, during that major deal? Yeah, most people would have been in a panic, but he just said it was going to work out somehow. Even when he got seriously injured in that accident a few years ago, he just laughed and said he got a long vacation. He's always been so positive. Right, like when our flight got canceled during a trip. He just laughed and said it was the unexpected things that make life interesting. Which is why I can't believe what's happening now. For now, let's report to the police. We don't know if they'll do anything, but it's worth a shot. Got it. I'll go with you to the police station, and after that, let's look for him together. Thank you. What about your job? I already quit my day job and told you I'm working at a bar now. I'm studying to become a childcare worker while earning money at night. Oh, right. Sorry, I just woke up and my head's a bit foggy. You just woke up? Isn't that a bit late? You've always been an early riser. I know. I'm surprised myself that I slept in so late today. I wonder why. Anyway, I'm heading over now. In the meantime, keep trying to contact Will, even if it feels hopeless. All right. Joyce, maybe it's time to accept that I might have to give up on Will. You still haven't been able to reach him, huh? No matter how many times I messaged him, there was no reply. And now when I call, I get a message saying the number's no longer in service. The phone doesn't even ring anymore. The police have been doing a basic search, but it seems like they haven't found any leads. I married him 5 years ago, and we were blessed with Finn soon after. He's been a bit distant lately, but I never imagined we would just end like this. I thought it'd go on forever. I know. Of course, I want him to come back safe, but I also have to start preparing myself to raise Finn on my own. You're not alone, Nikki. I'll help you as much as I can. Let's keep believing that he's out there somewhere safe and sound. Thank you, Joyce. Having you with me gives me so much strength. Nikki! Something huge just happened. Hi, Joyce. It's been a while. What's got you so worked up? I just need to confirm something. Your husband passed away 5 years ago, right? Yes. He left a note and disappeared. And we never officially declared him deceased. But he's probably no longer in this world. He just dropped off a child at my daycare. What? Wait a minute. That's impossible. There's no way someone who's gone could just show up. And with a child? But I'm sure it was him. He dropped off a little girl. Could it be that... What? Maybe you saw his doppelganger. No way, I'm not mistaken. He's alive, Nikki. Are you sure? Could it be someone who just looked like him? I secretly took a picture. I was too shocked to go up to him and talk. Oh my God. See? It's definitely him. He's put on quite a bit of weight, and his hairline is receding a little, but there's no doubt. I don't understand. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. Did he try to end his life but fail, and then met another woman and had a child with her? You haven't officially divorced him yet, right? No. We never had concrete evidence of his death, so... Then legally, he couldn't have remarried. So maybe he got together with a woman who already had a child? Or rather... What? This is just a theory, but what if he never intended to end his life in the first place? Huh? The girl he dropped off is 5 years old, and he left that note and disappeared 5 years ago. So what you're saying is... he abandoned you and Finn to be with another woman. No way. I'm really sorry, but I think it's a possibility. Back then, Finn was just a year old, and getting a divorce would have meant huge child support payments. If he had another child with someone else, running away might have seemed like an option to him. But to fake his death and disappear? At least, this way, he wouldn't have to pay child support. I can't believe it. I'm coming over right now. What? Will or that child's mother will come to pick her up this evening, right? I'll meet them and get some answers. But it takes over 2 hours to drive from your place to here. I know. And what about Finn? Isn't he in kindergarten? What will you do about picking him up? Oh. Let's take a step back and think this through. It might be better to hire a private investigator to dig into this thoroughly, so we can be sure of the truth. You're right. There could be an entirely different explanation we haven't considered. And there's still a chance it's just someone who looks like him. But if he really betrayed us, I won't be able to keep my calm. I understand. I'll handle hiring a PI from my end. You just wait for the report. All right. Thank you, Joyce. Will, it's been 5 years since I last contacted you. I'm relieved to know you're safe. Who's this? Your wife, Nikki. Nikki? Wait, what's going on? How did you get my number? I hired a private investigator. But isn't there something more important you should be saying? An investigator? Well, You're too panicked to think straight, huh? Fine. I'll lay it out for you step by step. First, I found out you were alive 3 weeks ago, thanks to a sighting from my sister. Joyce? She's working at a daycare called Sunflower Montessori Preschool now. You're familiar with that place, right? No way. She's working there? She's changed a lot, so maybe you didn't recognize her. I had no idea. You've been dropping off a little girl there, haven't you? She just turned 5 recently. Well... She's your daughter, isn't she? I told you. I had an investigator look into it. Stop stammering and give me a straight answer. Yes, she's my daughter. Her name is Lily, and she looks just like me. I didn't ask for that much detail. Weren't you supposed to be dead 5 years ago? Why are you living happily with a new family now? Because I left you and Finn behind. You said it so clearly, you piece of trash. You're the one who asked for a clear answer. Why did you do it? I never did anything that would make you want to abandon us. I've always wanted a daughter. I've told you that before, right? Yes. You mentioned it when we found out our baby was a boy. But you said once the baby was born, gender didn't matter. I remember, but after he was born, I just couldn't find him cute at all. Why are you so fixated on having a daughter? Girls are cuter and more affectionate towards their dads. Affectionate? You know how boys tend to rebel against their fathers as they grow up and stop talking to them? Not all boys, and that happens with girls too. But girls are still more endearing. With boys, I just don't find them cute at all. That's just your ego talking. And girls have this soothing presence. I always thought it would be nice to come home from work, tired, and have a sweet little girl to welcome me. That's no reason to stop loving Finn. I know, but I just couldn't stop wanting a daughter deep down. I'm beyond shocked. So you went and had a child with another woman? No. At first, it was just an affair to blow off some steam. But when she got pregnant, and by the time I was told, it was too late to terminate. And then, I found out it was a girl. So that's when you decided to abandon us? Families aren't something you can just throw away. I struggled with it too. But raising one child while paying child support for another would have been way too much. So I figured I'd just disappear. That's why you faked your death? Yeah, because it would have been a hassle if anyone tried to find me. And you even left that pathetic note. You absolute scumbag. Well, that was the best way to make people believe I took my own life. If I just run away, they would have started a missing person search. But with a note and me vanishing, the police would assume I was dead and not bother with a big search. That's such a cowardly way to handle things. Maybe it is, but it was the most foolproof. There's one thing I want to ask you about that day. What is it? The night before, did you drug me with sleeping pills? I overslept in a way that felt really unnatural. Yeah, I gave you a heavy dose. I couldn't risk you waking up before I left. It would have made everything more complicated. I can't believe this. You went that far to trick me. How much did you need to hurt me before you were satisfied? I had no choice. If I didn't, my whole plan would have been ruined. Your plan? Unbelievable. You didn't care about us at all, did you? I did care, but I just wanted to start a new life for myself. So you used sleeping pills to knock me out? That's criminal. Don't be so dramatic. At the time, it was the only way. No other way? You could have dealt with it more honestly. It's too late to say that now. Back then, it was the only option I saw. That excuse won't fly. What you did is unforgivable. Did you quit your job and cancel your phone so I wouldn't be able to find you? Exactly. When I commit to something, I go all in. I never thought I'd get caught like this. Thanks to Joyce. She worked so hard to become a child care worker. And because of that, we found you by chance. So, what are you planning to do now? First, we're getting a divorce. I couldn't do anything while not knowing if you were alive or dead. Oh, I see. If I divorce you, I can officially marry Lily's mother. Great. Let's get started right away. You're still as positive as ever. Or maybe just plain stupid. How rude. I'll be demanding compensation and child support as well. Lily's existence is solid proof of your infidelity. Wait, I'm only working part-time right now. I don't have that kind of money. Then you'd better work yourself to death. By the way, how much does Lily's mother know? Alex, she doesn't know anything. I hid the fact that I was married and started a relationship with her. I haven't told her a thing. And when Lily was born, she didn't ask for a marriage? Of course she did, but I managed to convince her otherwise. I told her my whole family was mafia, so it was better not to get married. Your life is just one lie after another, isn't it? Just so you know, I'm going to tell her everything. No! I can't just let her continue being deceived. Wait, please, anything but that. No way. If she finds out I've been lying, she might leave me. Then what about the money? What about it? Even if we're not married, I'm still obligated to pay child support. I'm aware of that, but is money really the first thing on your mind? You really are trash through and through. I'm already relying so much on her income. Please, Nikki, I'm begging you. If she leaves me, I'll be done for. You've already died once. Might as well do it again. I know I was wrong. Please, spare me. Don't be ridiculous. Do you have any idea how devastated I was when you left that note and disappeared? I was so shocked and heartbroken that I couldn't even think straight. Everything went dark. And it wasn't just that day. For the past 5 years. Do you have any idea what it was like raising Finn on my own? Can you even imagine that? I'm really sorry. I'll never forgive you for abandoning us like that. Nikki, please, wait. Don't tell Alex. Go to hell. This time, for good. No. Will and I successfully finalized our divorce soon after. I made sure to demand compensation for the ordeal and backdated child support from 5 years ago, all in one lump sum. With no savings and only a part-time job, he begged Alex to cover the payments. But once she learned the full truth, there was no way she would forgive him. She left him and even demanded child support for Lily. Overwhelmed by the massive financial obligations, he reached out to his parents for the first time in 5 years. He thought they'd be happy to help him once they knew he was alive. But instead, they were horrified by his actions and cut him off entirely, refusing even to meet him. Now he lives in a rundown apartment, juggling multiple part-time jobs just to scrape by, while slowly paying off his debts. It'll probably take him decades to pay it all back. But no matter how tough things get, I hope he keeps working hard and doesn't resort to writing another note. As for me, I used the compensation I received from Will to move into a larger house. And I'm enjoying a peaceful life together with Finn. I can't thank Joyce enough for all the support she gave us during this time. She met a wonderful guy and recently got engaged. Her wedding is coming up soon, so Finn and I are both looking forward to seeing her on her big day.